What is going on, everybody? And in this video, I'll be taking a look at the recent summer award vehicle, the Dodge Challenger RT Riff Edition. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been testing this car out a little bit, and I've been really enjoying it a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the look of this car as well. So jumping into the customization, if you are wondering, normally these summer vehicles, you really can't do much of anything to them. I think the only car that you could actually customize was the Lamborghini Performante, which if I had to guess, I would say everybody wants that car to come back again. Now, let me know in the comments below, by the way, guys, what car would you like to see come back in the summit that you might have missed? Let me know in the comments below, because I would say the Performante is definitely going to be up there for many. Now, obviously, if you guys want, you could remove the livery on this vehicle, but I really do like the orange going around it. Now, if you guys are wondering what it looks like without it, I'll remove the livery right now. Let's see. So we'll take the orange lines off it, but I think we can all agree it looks very nice. If you guys wanted to put that back on the car, head over to this, and you could just buy it right back and put it back on the vehicle, or you can add a livery to the car, you know, people have made and all that. Then you can also change the color if you guys would like. Now, I do like the fact that you can actually change the color on this car, because sometimes with the Summit vehicles, you can't even do that to them because they're obviously like a special version of a different car, so you really can't actually do anything to it. But I gotta admit, black on this car looks amazing. The orange stripes, the red lettering, I'm really digging that a lot. And if you guys really want to as well, you can also add the other colors in the game that are basically available for all the other vehicles as well. So when it comes to the customization of the new Challenger, that is pretty much all you can do. Obviously, you cannot do any of the visual parts, but if you guys want, you can also add some vanity items to the vehicle as well. But I think this car looks absolutely amazing as is. Anyway, guys, let's go do an outside look of the new Challenger, and then I want to do a top speed run to see what this car can actually get to. Then we have to take it into a street race to really test out its performance. So for the outside look and the top speed run with the new Challenger, I actually decided to head over here to the strip on Vegas because I feel like this would be a nice place to test this thing out. Nonetheless, we can all agree they did a really good job with the design of this car. I am digging it, honestly. I really do like it. Even if the car wasn't that good, I would still drive it all over the place, but let's take a listen. And now moving over to the first-person view of the Dodge Challenger, I'm really digging the carbon fiber in this thing, and obviously the roll bar looks amazing on here with that like rustic look to it. I really do like that a lot. I would say this car's got a really nice interior to it, unlike the Proto Lucky one. My goodness, I don't know what that was. But regardless, the detail of the Challenger looks really good. So now that we've done the outside look and the interior view, let's go see what this car can actually get to as a top speed, because I have a feeling it might be on the lower side, because I notice sometimes the muscle cars really don't do above like 240, but hopefully this car will be able to get close to that. Now, the 300ZX in the video I did yesterday, that car hit 238 miles an hour, 239-ish, obviously pushing the nitrous really hard there. Hopefully the Challenger will be able to get pretty close to that and or around the same. I have a feeling this car is going to be pretty similar to it. Now, I noticed the acceleration. I'll get into that more in the race when I test this thing out. I noticed it might not be the greatest, but luckily the handling on this car has honestly blown my mind so far. So here's the top speed run. 237, 238, obviously pushing through all the nitrous there. Might not be the greatest thing to do, but 238 miles an hour is honestly pretty decent. Now, even with this car having a lower top speed, I actually still feel this thing is really good from the testing I've done. Anyway, let's jump into that street race right now and really test out this car's performance. So jumping into the street race test with the new Dodge Challenger, I think we can all agree they did a really good job with the look of this vehicle. Now, to my surprise, it actually is a decent car as well. Now, not mentioning this car does have a pretty low top speed. My goodness, these racers are really getting in my way. I have noticed this car is obviously going to be in the lower end when it comes to top speed, but I really don't think that will affect this thing too awful much, especially on races like this, because you're really going to be looking for overall like acceleration coming out of turns, and or the handling of the vehicle is very important as well. Now, is this car going to be fast in a lot of the best street cars? Probably not. No matter what you guys do to it, it's probably going to be kind of slow still. I mean, this thing's not going to be able to go against like the Porsche GT or the Superleggera or even the Infiniti that was added recently as well. I just don't think this car will be able to compete with some of those, but I think it could still be used in summits and all that competitively, because from what I could see from using it, it's still a really good car. I mean, I really like how this thing handles. I like how it drives overall. The speed might not be that great. The brakes are pretty good as well. I would say overall performance on the Challenger is a lot better than I initially expected, because I didn't think this car was going to do that good, because I noticed a lot of the muscle cars in this game are just not that great. And my goodness, did you guys see how bad that line around that turn was? Wow. But regardless, I would say this car is actually going to be very usable, and you could definitely use it in summits and all that. Now, one thing I do want to mention, I am insanely impressed with the handling of this Challenger. Like, my goodness, it's actually really good. It reminds me a lot of how the Infiniti turns on a dime. Like, it actually handles really well. Now, I noticed some of the cars with lower top speed have better handling, which I've really been noticing that a lot with the cars in this game. Now, I'm not saying that's really a bad thing, because they probably have to balance the cars out in some way or another. If a car did 255 miles an hour and handled like this car or the Infiniti did, that would be honestly kind of broken. I think everybody would use the vehicle, but having the cars have some type of flaws to them in each way would probably be a good thing to do. But overall, guys, I definitely recommend checking out the Challenger. Let me know your thoughts on this car in the comments below. Do you plan to use it? And here are the settings I'm running on this car currently.